Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So, in today's video, we're looking at the second half of February 2026 for the mid month energy check in for the collective. So, it's going to be covering February 15th through the 28th, 2026. And this is for the whole collective. So, let's see what's going on for us energetically for the second half of February. So, we'll see what's happening. It's hard to believe it's second half of February is coming up already. So before we know it, it's going to be springtime. It's going to be the spring equinox. All right, so let's see what's going on. And as always, please, hit that like button so this will go out to other people that need to see this information in this video. Because when you hit the like button, it sends it out to more people. YouTube will send it out to more people that need to see this information. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe so that you get future videos I put out, because I do regular videos, but then I also, occasionally if I call by spirit, I'll do special videos. Like I did some last fall about the Three Eye Atlas, and I'll do like special things when I feel like drawn to do them. So that way you'll get those videos as well. I am grateful for all my subscribers, very much so. I've enjoyed doing this channel. I started it January 1st, 2025. So I've been at this for a little over a year, but I really enjoy it. The hardest part for me has been trying to figure out the technology. So I'm a slow learner with that. I'm a Gen Xer, so I didn't really grow up with it. And so technology can be a challenge for me. So that's been the hardest part about the whole thing, is figuring that out. So let's see what's going on for the collective for February 15th through 28th, 2026. What is the energy of the collective? What's the energy? Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm finally, it took me like 6 months just to really figure out the technology. And I still don't know a lot. That's why there's not like a lot of fluff in the videos, because I don't know how to do the fluff real well. Like I haven't really figured that out yet. So it's bare minimum here, but the important part's the information. So that's the important part, not the fluff. All right. So we've got the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. Oh, 8 of Wands. Okay. Lots of wands here. Ooh, okay. 5 of Swords, Judgment. Ah, Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So right away I'm being drawn to, and this can come down on a like personal level, but I'm being drawn to like a global level of the collective. So coming into the middle of February, there's been a lot of like information coming out. Like a lot of messages, a lot of information coming out. And I'm hearing it's been rather overwhelming with this information. And that is true. We have seen that over the last couple of weeks, right? A lot of stuff coming out. So there's a lot of information coming out, and it's kind of like we're trying to make sense of it. We're getting bombarded. And I kept saying last year that 2026 was going to be a year of disclosure, a year of information coming out. And so far this year in 26, that has been the case. That it is not disappointed when it's come to information coming out. So I feel like on a global level, we're being bombarded with messages, like information coming out. And it's like deep information too, things that, have been hidden. Um, and that's in the past. So that's kind of like how things have been the last like 2 months. We're coming, it's been coming in the last couple weeks, especially leading up to this middle of the month. But we are in this 9 of Wands energy. See if you can see that's a little dark right there, but 9 of Wands. And this is how we feel, okay, on a global collective. We feel beat up. We got our little bandages on. Like we've been through a lot of battles the last couple years, right? And we're feeling it. and it's like we're worn out, we're tired, but we're not completely at the end of the cycle. So it's like we've got a little bit fight left in us. We might be kind of overwhelmed a little bit and tired, but we still got a little bit left in us. We could do like another battle, okay? But if you look, you see he's got bandages on him. His clothes are all ruffled. So we're feeling kind of rough as a collective right now. That's how we're feeling. Um, we've been feeling like, we're just, because it's been so like chaotic with this information coming out, we've been getting so bombarded and things have been changing very fast that it's kind of put us in this energy of, but we're coming to the end. So we're at a 9. So we're not quite at the end of the cycle of this yet, but we're almost there. Almost there. So I'm gonna go through the global perspective real quick, and then we'll kind of back up and do a more personalized view of all this. But it's like, we're kind of tired. We're tired of it. We're tired of dealing with it. We're ready for the end of that cycle. Now the situation is we're taking a step forward. So it's kind of like as cycle's coming to a close. It's not quite over yet, but it's coming to the close. We're getting ready to go into a brand new okay, hold on, just smack the microphone. Getting ready to go into a new journey as a collective, okay? And we're moving forward and we're not looking back. See how he's got his travel clothes on and he's not looking behind him? It's like we're done with it. That's kind of our attitude about the past is we're done with this. We want to leave it behind us. We're tired of it. So we're at that point. We're almost at the end of the cycle, but then it's at the same time we're getting, we're making plans and moving forward on a new journey. And what I'm hearing, what they're telling me is that they're showing me it overlaps. Like the one cycle's not completely over, but this new cycle's coming in, like they kind of overlap each other. Now, part of the issue is the atmosphere we've been in, and this is part of why we feel this way, is because the atmosphere we've been in lately, in the current energy, has been very deceptive, very sneaky, and that's what this information coming out is. It's kind of outing this behavior. So the atmosphere has been very sneaky and like stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff set up to hurt people and all that's coming out. And it was kind of hidden before, but now it's not. That's what the information is that's coming out. It's enlightening us to these things that were going on, and I'm hearing against our benefit. So these things were against humanity, against the benefit of humanity, and they were going on behind the scenes. And it was like they're telling me because the energy was so low on the planet and we were in a third dimensional vibrational, it was easy to conceal these things. Like the dark side was able to conceal all this stuff easily because the vibration was so low. But the issue is now the vibration of the planet's lifting, lifting, lifting. And so it can no longer conceal this. That's why these things are being exposed, because the vibration of the collective and the planet has rose to a point where they can no longer hide it. And I'm also hearing like these things were hidden, but they were also purposely trying to keep us from seeing them too. Like not only were they hiding them, but they were doing things to mess with us so that we wouldn't see them, if that makes sense. So this is all in the current energy. This is all in the current energy for the collective. But I do feel like the reason why we feel like this 9 of Wands is because of what we're finding out that has been against us. The actions how things were set up to harm us, to be against us. But the thing is, we're as a collective, we're getting ready to take a new journey. Like we're leaving all that behind. So that's the good news. Now, in the near future, it's like in the near future, there's going to be like a snap, and it could be the solar flash I'm hearing. Something's gonna happen in the near future. It's really gonna, or it could be like solar flares coming in that are really high, that are going to kind of cause that solar flash type of response in our bodies. But it's like the divine is behind this, right? And the angels, archangels, the light is behind us. And I have the card covered because there's nudity on this part of the card, but this is the Judgment card. And so it's like I'm feeling like things are going to happen. It's like we're feeling overwhelmed. We're feeling like this. We're finding out all this stuff about, how we were being harmed. And it's, of course, it's making us upset. But we're feeling overwhelmed because it's like we're being bombarded by all angles of this information coming out about how we were duped, okay? And how we were treated poorly. And it's overwhelming. And because it impacts, I'm hearing it impacts every system. So basically, every part of our life has been altered against us by the dark side. And so it's been overwhelming as we're figuring this out. But the good news is with the Judgment card, off-worlders, higher dimensionals, space boys have been helping with this process, but also like angels, archangels, higher dimensionals, they've been helping us to ascend, right? So I feel like it's going to reach a point in the near future, because this is in the near future, so it hasn't happened yet. But I feel like there's going to come a point with the vibration either through, I keep hearing solar flash or solar flares are showing me like flares coming off the sun, where it's going to be like, it's going to push us forward, if that makes sense, and kind of get us out of this energy. And even though like this is overlapping, these two things, like they were telling me it's kind of overlapping, it's going to push us far enough ahead that it won't be overlapping anymore. It's going to end that cycle with the Nine of Wands. It's like, whoosh, and we're going to go forward. And it's like, it's going to happen like a lightning flash, like boom, things are going to change real fast. And it's like, it's like, and then, so that's in the near future. So that hasn't happened yet, but it's going to come in. It's gonna happen real fast. But what's interesting with the Hierophant, what they're saying with this is all our organizations, institutions, and systems, have been corrupted by the dark side. As I said a little bit earlier, it's like they've all been corrupted against humanity for the benefit of the dark side, but against humanity for the betterment of humanity, right? But that's changing, and they're telling me that in order for things to get better for humanity, we have to destroy these old systems. And so they're showing me like destruction, and then I see like a bunch of ashes, and now I'm seeing like a phoenix coming out of like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. And that's going to be the new world for humanity, is that phoenix coming out. But we have to destroy the old systems because they were so corrupt against us, because they were from the dark side. They need to be corrupted, because there's no place for the dark side in the new earth where we're going. And then the universe, the divine, is coming in with this little opportunity for us. So it's kind of like, it may seem glum when all this is happening, right? It may seem like, the world's coming to an end. All these systems are getting destroyed, and, everyone's like flipping out. But the truth is, it's for our betterment that happens, that those systems get destroyed. But it's like there's this long time in coming. The divine is bringing us like an offer. And I feel like that offer ties into this new journey that we're getting ready to impart on. It's going to help us to build. So like small tangible offer, it's going to be something with money is what I'm hearing. So like maybe the money system, because it's one of those corrupt systems, right? Maybe it's going to get changed to a much higher dimensional system. And it's going to be a betterment of humanity. And so that opportunity, that offer's coming in. And it could be coming in like the second half of February. Or I'm also hearing fees and taxes that are going to be done away with. That's another opportunity that's going to provide betterment for humanity. So there's a couple different offers it could be. And it could very well be happening that second week of February. But that's what I have on a global level. So now I'm going to quickly go through this on more like if it's a personal. Um, so personally, you might be getting some like messages coming in. And it could very well be somebody from your past that you're getting these messages from. I'm hearing text messages. It could be a phone call. But I definitely like messages. Now, they might have already come in because this is in the past position. So they haven't come in yet. They might be on their way. And I do feel like it could very well be someone from your past. It doesn't have to be, but it could very well be. And then in the current energy, you're feeling, pretty beat up here. It's like you're coming to an end of a cycle that's been hard and has taken a lot out of you, is what I'm hearing. And it's been exhausting. Like you're tired. It's been a long haul. It's been going on for a while. And you're coming to the close of that cycle, but you feel pretty beat up. Now, you're not completely out of it yet, but you're definitely ready to be done. And in the current situation for you, it's like you're definitely getting ready to start a new journey. You're anxious for this cycle I just mentioned, for this to end. You're ready for this to end because you want this new journey to start. So you're kind of like planning to start this Three of Wands journey and not look back, at the past, but you're not completely finished with the past yet. So you might be planning, might be getting your ducks in a row, getting everything ready to start this new, journey, this new phase, but you're not completely out of that old cycle. And the atmosphere you're dealing with is like deception, betrayal, and it could very well tie into this old cycle that you're trying to get out of. Like that's you could be dealing with, like maybe you're trying to leave a relationship and the person that you're trying to end the relationship with, they're very much, I'm hearing contentious, there's like betrayal and like being devious, like behind the scenes, not having your best interest in mind. Like they're kind of out to hurt you, not maybe so much physically, but behind the scenes. They're out for their own best interest is what I'm hearing. So this is what I have for you in the current energy collective. So that's all current. So that's all happening now. And then I'm also hearing like these messages that come on, this information communication that comes in, it from the past, it could help this process of you closing out this cycle. So maybe you find some things out that helps you to get out of that cycle and get into that new journey. It might help to move things along is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing like move it along, move it along. It helps to move things along. And it could very well be you find out that this person has been doing stuff behind your back, or you find out that they have had, I keep hearing their best interest at heart. So they haven't been doing things to be kind to you or because they care about you, they're looking out for you. They've been doing things that help themselves. Very selfish type of energy. And maybe you figure that out. Like maybe this is information coming in that enlightens you to that. Now, in the near future, I feel like things are going to shift really fast, with this Judgment card. It's like, you might be dealing with this. It might be because I feel like right now you're kind of in a low energy, right? You're kind of in a low place because of this. Sorry, I just heard there's snow melting outside, and it's like I just saw a bunch of snow come down off the window, and it distracted me. But it's like I feel like you're kind of in this low place, feeling like you're just not. It's been really hard, and you're feeling kind of down, I guess is the way to put it, in your energy because you've been dealing with this too. So that hasn't been good. But I feel like that's going to shift and change, and you do have the divine and archangels and stuff helping you behind the scenes. And I do think like, something big's happening behind the scenes and it's going to like come in fast, like boom, like boosh. And it's going to be kind of like judgment on this person, whoever this person is that's behaving this way. It's like judgment's going to come in on them. And what it's going to happen is going to help you to get out of the situation. So kind of like karma is going to come back to bite them in a way is what I mean. It's like they're going to have judgment called on them for what they're doing. And it's gonna come full circle on them, but it's gonna end up helping you out and helping you get out of the situation faster. And it's gonna make things better for you. But that's in the near future. So it hasn't happened yet. That judgment card has not come in yet. But I also feel like, this could very well be a marriage that you're trying to leave, or like a very, serious commitment. And you could very well be dealing with, like if you might be going through the divorce process, dealing with courts and lawyers and judges and that kind of stuff. But also the universe, it's like they're bringing in this little offer for you. And it's kind of been a slow coming offer, but here it is, and it's something tangible. So, kind of like I was saying earlier for the global collective, for individually, it could be, something comes in your life you weren't expecting, but it's going to help you to get out of that cycle with this person and go on this new journey. So it could be like, unexpected money comes in, like you get a really big tax refund you weren't expecting, or you get a new job, an offer of a new job, or that's going to give you more income, to help you get established on your own. If you're like in a marriage, living together, something like that. It could be an offer, could be an offer for like, inheritance, or somebody like a family member gives you a gift or something like that. So it could be something like that as well. That kind of offer as well. Something like that. But it is gonna work out. Like, things are gonna shift in the near future with that judgment, but the judgment's gonna come on this person. So they might have the upper hand on you right now, or they might think they do, and that's kinda putting you in this low energy, feeling kinda low, but it's gonna shift, and it's gonna shift against that, against what they're doing to you or what they're trying to do. So that's what I have for the collective. I mean, pretty deep. But things are gonna shift. It is gonna get better, and I see that in the near future. So just hang in there. And it's like, remember that the universe is helping you. And I do feel like whatever this little offer coming in is on this Knight of Pentacles, it's gonna help you too to get out of that situation. So that's what I have for you as a collective for the second week of February. Hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.